you doing?
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out why you're forcing people to cross the control device to be able to turn.
I'm doing what, I'm sorry?
You're forcing people to have to cross over the control device, the white line in the road,
Okay.
to get in the turn lane. We're just kind of curious.
It's not too safe for you to be parked right here.
Yeah.
I am tucked all the way in the back with my parking lights. That's...
Huh?
Yeah.
You don't have any lights on.
No, I do. I have my parking lights.
That's it.
One of the highest ways officers get hurt.
We're really concerned with officer safety.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate your concern.
All right. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Deputy Liva, 4402.
Liva?
4402.
4402. Thank you.
Right?
I mean, I could get it. I mean, if you had your emergency lights on, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Then that would be acceptable to force people across the control device like that. But
Can I get your names, gentlemen?
I think it's 314.
Can I get your names also, since
no.
I introduced myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
no, thank you.
Where did you park your vehicles?
What vehicles?
Did you walk?
See how that car had to just do that?
Yes.
I have shoes on. I got
Can
shoes
you
on.
please not put this in my eyes?
I'm not. It's aimed down at the ground. Look at it.
Okay, and it's straight in my eyes. I would appreciate
That's not straight in your eyes. It's at the
What is
ground.
it?
I'm sorry
314
because I'm wearing glasses. This is reflective in this section.
316.
Can you turn your dome light on then?
Yes.
I just need to. Can you keep your hands where we can see them?
Can you please move out of my vehicle before I call some
We're
backup?
not.
No, we're not moving out of your vehicle. That's preposterous.
Move away from my vehicle.
What statute is that?
No, I'm just asking you to stay away
Yeah,
from
yeah.
my vehicle.
I think we need to stay
be
stay
careful
close
also,
to your
listen.
vehicle for officer safety.
Don't start
That's fine.
nitpicking because we
No,
caught you
no,
on
no,
doing
no.
something.
I don't want you to trip because you're too close.
I'm not gonna trip.
no,
I got
it's-
great
Yeah,
balance.
that's about officer safety here.
Okay. So
I'm a master at walking. I've been doing it for years.
that's fine. Do you have problems with me staying here?
Well, I mean,
Not so much us,
you're
it's the legislature.
forcing people to go across the control device.
Okay.
What's the statute?
316.1945. So you're actually not supposed to block travel lanes or turn lanes. And then on top of that,
Gentlemen, you are absolutely welcome to submit any concerns to our main sheriff office department. And I believe that this been already addressed. And I know who you may be. So, per our command.
I know, because I spoke with
Yes.
the lieutenant, and he
Yes,
was even
for our
saying that
command.
your legal team said it was all right, even though it's not all right.
As long as we have our parking lights
Emergency
on, and we're
lights.
No,
attached
you
all
actually have
the
to keep your
way,
lights on. That was the policy.
my parking lights are on.
Not
sir.
the headlights.
Your headlights, your lights have to be on. All of
Parking
your
lights go.
No.
I am following my command
Who
staff.
gave you that command?
I'm sorry.
Who gave you that command?
I am following instructions that we were given. Okay,
By who?
by my command staff.
When you
If you have any further concerns,
Who's
I
your
would
command
appreciate. I would appreciate my sergeant, my direct sergeant.
when you were hired, you agreed to follow all state statutes.
So I would appreciate, gentlemen, and go your way right now. Be very careful again because I'm concerned.
We're more concerned about you for officer safety.
So that's okay, and I appreciate your concern, and we can go our own ways.
Yeah, because one of the highest ways officers get hurt or killed is traffic accidents.
I understand.
Are you a sworn officer?
Yes, I am a sworn officer.
Okay, well, when you swore in, you promised to abide by all state statutes, codes, ordinances.
Well, not even that. Their policy itself even talks about parking in turn lanes and parking in spaces that
Yeah.
can be considered a nuisance.
It's one thing if you
Or
got your
reflect poorly
emergency
on the
lights on, but with no emergency lights, that's just dangerous
Sir,
for the
I was
entire
instructed
community.
to do a parking light, and I am following.
So if they
my-
instruct you to endanger
following-
people's lives, you're
I
going to
am
just do
following-
it? How can you live with that?
Just imagine someone intoxicated and they can't see you here, you know? Whoa,
I mean, that
was a close one.
no emergency lights, man. She's going to get sideswiped.
They won't radio it in.
And then again, 316.605 or 06.
I can hear your voice.
316. It's either 065 or 605. Even specifically states that law enforcement officers have to abide by all rules of the road.
It does.
Unless they're in pursuit or there's an emergency.
That's right, which would mean they would have their emergency lights on.
Their command staff is assuming an authority above the legislators,
The
saying
law,
that,
which they
it's
can't
okay.
do that.
No, they can't.
They have no authority to do that.
Their job is to enforce the law, not make up laws as they go or make up rules as they go.
So are you trying to catch people speeding? Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah.
I'm doing my legal or enforcement detail.
But it's not legal, though.
Can't you do it in a safer place?
Can you please put this down? This really reflects through my glasses.
Well, then can you turn your dome light on, and I'll just turn my light off. We got cameras where I need to be able to, I need light to see. It's the middle of dark out here, middle of night
Yes,
in the
but
dark.
it does not. I do not have to put this in my face. I have to because it has blinds. I have very sensitive eyes, and I already asked you multiple times. Not to
The
put this in my
headlights
eyes.
must be pretty bad for you then, huh?
And this is just crazy. This is dangerous.
Well, you are doing just as the same.
We're not in the roadway. That's the big
No,
difference.
I am just saying.
It's way more dangerous to be in the
Very close to
roadway
the curb.
than in a median or a
What statute
sidewalk.
Are we breaking?
How many
I'm not
people?
saying you're breaking anything. I'm
Okay,
concerned
all right,
that you
but
are
we're
standing
saying
so
you are.
close.
Well, we're concerned because you're in the roadway. That's
fine.
where all the cars are. They're not on the sidewalk. They're not driving in the median. They're on the roadway.
Just imagine someone impaired and they don't see you, and then you get hit from behind.
We are just so concerned. We're really concerned that something's going to happen to
There's
you.
always officer safety.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
We're just looking out for you, you know?
Yeah, we do not want anything to
Yeah, I
happen to
know.
you.
So you already expressed your concerns. So what are you going to do next?
We're going to wait till you pull off. That's
Yeah,
what
or a
we're gonna do.
supervisor shows up or something. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
keep
know.
them away,
Oh,
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it Christensen?
absolutely. Please do not put this light in my eyes.
I'm not. This would be in your eyes. This is not.
Well, this is definitely strong enough.
Well, I got
Just
my
remember that
my
next
camera's
time
got to
you
be able
got
to see.
your flashlight up in
That's
someone's
the
eye.
lowest
I
setting.
never put flashlights in people's eyes.
And it's not in his eye.
You don't put flashlights in people's
I
eyes?
don't put flashlights in people's eyes.
You seem really nice. And, you know, that just really concerned about your safety, ma'am. That's all. We're not a threat by any means. We only want
Saying
to...
that you are a threat. You're just too close to the curb or trip.
We're just here for your safety, ma'am. That's it.
I appreciate your protecting me.
That's what we do. We travel around and just make sure the community's safe. And
Oh, absolutely. At 4 o'clock in the morning, that is
It's
very
one-
good patrol.
yeah,
We definitely
it's one of the best
appreciate that.
times.
Yeah. Do you folks live here in this district?
Maybe.
That wouldn't be unusual to be walking like this
That's
in the place where you don't even live, right?
that's why in 1819 somebody designed shoes.
Indeed. That was a great discovery. Invention.
I'm too old to go barefoot on the highway and large roads.
Those oncoming headlights must be pretty bad for you.
Yeah, it's 316.072. Obedience to and effective traffic laws. Public officers and employees are to obey chapters and exceptions. The provisions, chapter applicable to the drivers of vehicles upon the highways, shall apply to the drivers of all vehicles either operated by the United States, the state, or any county, city, town, district, or any other political subdivision of the state.
I know that you were given an answer by lieutenant, and so we were given instructions as well.
No, I know,
So
and that's
we're following the instructions that we were given.
And I was also told that I was going to get an email from somebody explaining that.
I don't know. You know, I am not
That's right.
the
Well,
person who would answer that question.
See, that's kind of the issue I've been having with you guys. Is you guys think that you guys can just do things against the law because your legal team says it's okay, when in fact it's really not, though.
Are you guys like sovereign citizens or something? Are you above the law? I don't get it.
Because generally sovereign citizens think that they can just do whatever they want in the law.
They think they're above the law.
Kind of, you know, that's the issue that I'm having here.
I just don't understand why you won't just turn your emergency lights on for your officer safety.
I cannot turn my emergency lights on unless I am instructed by sergeant to go into emergency mode.
Okay.
You understand that?
What about, do you have like some people some officers set up posts in certain areas and they just have a red and blue non-flashing?
Instructions of my command.
Well, no, even that's a
Already answered
violation.
your
We
question.
don't
Really?
have any emergency lights
just,
on.
they're risking her life. And it sounds like it's not even her fault.
No, it's
She's
not.
doing what
It's
she's
not.
told, and
Yeah.
that's just not safe for her at all. It's almost like they don't even care about your safety, ma'am. I know if I was in your position and I was commanded to, risk my own life and other people's life for basically no reason, just for somewhere to park, I don't think I would agree to that. That'd be pretty difficult for me. I would have a problem with that. I just do not want to risk the lives of the community for, no
Even my
reason,
own
for
life.
for some,
For maybe a ticket here or there.
yeah.
Well, I know I think it was, I know.
She's not even giving out tickets. She's doing paperwork here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well, I know in 2000.
Well, that's not traffic enforcement then.
exactly.
Yeah. She definitely shouldn't be parked in the road then. It was 2000, the courts ruled that they could bar people from becoming police officers if they had too high of an IQ. And that's because that would really,
It would affect the way that they do or it would
Yeah.
affect the performance of their duties.
because then if you have too high of an IQ, you won't just follow orders.
You'll
that-
challenge orders because they seem,
Yeah.
misconstrued.
I'm just worried about this lady being here. We're out here risking our own lives, standing in a median to save your life. What?
I'm not keeping you here, sir.
I know you're not, but our conscience is keeping us here because we're just so concerned with your safety, ma'am.
I'll have just the right person. He's on the way to you. He will be here in a moment.
Okay.
He can explain you everything.
If we would
Yeah,
have
I'm just the person who is following the
orders.
Yeah.
If we would have ever just walked away and then somebody crashed into the back of you and nobody who was here to help you because you can't get to your radio, we would feel horrible.
I would feel horrible back if you accidentally tripped and somebody runs into you. Honestly, from the bottom of my
Yeah,
heart,
I think a drunk driver crashing into the back of you because you're parked in the middle of the road is a lot.
Well, look, now I could have gone and
Go get him.
Go ahead, go get him.
We'll wait here for your supervisor.
I am instructed to stay here and wait for my sergeant.
Okay.
So that person without their lights on, that might.
You wouldn't have seen him while you were doing paperwork anyways,
I
but
wasn't doing the paperwork. There are other places for that. Things that we do in the
here's the deal. It's a lot easier for us to jump out of the way if a drunk driver hops the curb coming at us than it is for you to move.
I can't believe she just let someone go with no lights on. Even more of a
Well, she
danger.
was told to stay here. She has no
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's not up to her.
That's unlawful passing.
There's another one.
It's considered unlawful passing because now you have to pass another car that's already in the turn lane in order to get in front of them. So
Normally when they do something like that, they would turn on their emergency lights.
yeah,
You know,
That right there.
like that.
those aren't really emergency lights, but still, that's better than nothing. That's better than parking lights.
Well, the definition of an emergency light under Florida statute, I think it's 316, 1762 or 65 is any red or blue light emitted from an emergency vehicle.
We're really concerned about the safety of this officer, deputy.
What's the concern?
Just where she's parked, she's forcing cars to cross over a control device to be able to get into the turn lane,
Okay.
for one. And, you know, she said she's not allowed. She's been ordered by you or somebody else. She can't sit here with her emergency lights on or any red and blues like you just did. And we're just concerned about her safety.
Or even headlights.
I mean, this is just dangerous.
She has her parking lights on, right? Rear lights?
Yellow lights, yeah.
And she just happened to see a car go by without its lights on, and she didn't pursue that, which is probably
Because she's talking to you, gentlemen.
Well,
waiting on my
she was
response.
told to wait for him,
Oh,
so
yeah, I
that's
know.
we get that.
And
it's unfortunate.
Mr. Carroll, we already talked about this. I don't know what the issue is.
The issue is your legal team thinks that they can just skirt the law. 316.072 specifically states that you guys have to abide by every single traffic law.
They
With
deemed
the
otherwise.
exception-
That's the issue.
But that's the thing is like
You
they
can't
don't
deem
have higher
otherwise.
authority than the legislators of the
No,
state.
but I'm
Come
telling
on.
you, the administration of this department, agency.
I'm still
has-
waiting
has-
on. I'm still waiting on a name on who it was that assigned that.
Are you a
Yes, I
sworn
will.
officer?
Yes.
Because you swore to, follow these laws, not
That's
to
the direction
follow
of our
some made-up
agency. So,
laws.
like they told you, Lieutenant Newell already told you, if you have issues, get with the legal department and have them explain it to you. But,
So-
They don't ever
but the
respond.
direction of this agency, from what I've been told from Lieutenant Newell and the chain of command, is that this, if done safely,
Can I
is
show you
fine.
the statute though, real quick?
We've already talked about a statute, so
So you, as a human
So-
being, if you're
so then you would
ordered
do
by
the
your
interview,
command
though, that's the
staff
problem.
to do something to risk the entire community's life
there's
and
no
their
risk
own,
from
you're
what
okay.
they're
You're
saying,
okay
so-
with that? That just seems preposterous.
so that's the
Why would
direction
you
of the
do
sheriff,
that?
okay? What I've been told from my command staff.
So if someone else was just parked right there, that isn't an officer.
So I can do that too,
It would be
with
no
just as
problem.
long as my parking lights are on.
No, that's not covered in the statute according to the legal.
It's not covered for you to do it either. That's what we're
Well,
saying.
that's your perception, but I'm telling you, lawyers
Well,
for our
perception.
agency have
The
deemed
statute
otherwise.
That's a
right
fact.
here
It's not
specifically
perception.
states that you guys can only do this if you're actually on a traffic stop or
And
responding
James,
to
we
an
already
emergency.
talked about this. The legal department, who has a law degree, has deemed otherwise and has told us at the
But
direction
a
of
law
them.
degree doesn't mean you know the laws.
It really doesn't.
So-
a law degree
So
just
this
tells
is
you
this
how
is
to
where you
argue.
take that battle up with them,
You
not
know,
us.
You know how many city attorneys that don't know the law, but they're
I'm
attorneys?
sure there's plenty of them.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm telling you
Most
right
of
now,
them.
the direction of the sheriff's office is allowing this, permitting this.
Who was it that gave that direction?
Well, it
Nobody
came from
wants to give me a
Lieutenant
straight
Newell
answer.
upward to the legal department.
Nobody wants to give me a straight answer. I've already talked to him about that. He couldn't even give me a straight
Who?
answer.
Lieutenant Newell? I talked to him after we spoke about the email that I forwarded to him to follow up with.
Yeah, and he called me last, I think it was Saturday.
Yeah.
And we spoke, and I even asked him, like, who is it? He's like, I don't know. I can get it
Well,
to
he
you in
told
an
me
email.
that he already ran it through the legal department, and their determination is that this is allowed by sheriff's
Who
office.
is the legal department? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who is
Well,
the legal
it would be
department?
Commander Williams.
Commander Williams?
Yep.
And who else?
I think it's Scuderi's the other legal advisor.
Scuderi. You have a first name for that?
David.
David Scuderi?
Yep.
So they're
So-
the attorneys for the sheriff's office?
Yes, sir.
And they're
So-
the ones that are advising.
They're the ones for
They're the ones
what
that are advising
Lieutenant
you
Newell
guys
told me
that you
when
guys
they got
can just
passed up
skirt
the
the
chain of
laws.
command. Those are the ones that reviewed what your concerns were, because I expressed those in the email.
Yeah.
And that's what they said. They said that as long as it's done with their lights on, parked in the back of it, there's no.
What
immediate
lights
risk.
though? They specifically said just some yellow parking lights.
Oh,
Just the brake lights
because
apparently is sufficient enough. Even
Yeah,
though
that's-
the
that's what
statute
the thing was, is
specifically
we-
states
Was there brake lights though, or
years
was
ago
it
we
just
had
parking
it-
it's just
only?
park- it's just brake
years ago
lights.
they had issues with people completely blacked out, and that in their mind posed an imminent risk.
Definitely.
So that's why I said the rear lights, like the parking lights on, was sufficient. So
So, do you think they're like adding in the equation of possible intoxicated drivers that might not even see that?
I don't know what goes in their equation. I'm just sitting
Alright.
here speaking on behalf of what I've been told from the level
Well,
above me.
question though, you guys know that you have a policy there's a policy that you have called duty to intervene. So especially when somebody with a higher ranking officer tells you to do something wrong,
That's
or somebody
not
higher
safe.
Administration tells you to do something that's against the law, you guys have a duty to intervene.
Yeah, but I don't have the immediate concern that you guys do, so that's the same thing.
But you should though. That's the thing.
Officer safety is always number one with you guys.
And that's why they have the lights on. They're parked over here.
I mean, do you know how many times I've had guns pulled on me by you guys and other agencies for officer safety? But I mean, you know, if you guys have such a fear for officer safety, you guys can pull guns on me for lawful activity. But then you guys see no problem with breaking the law
and risking everybody's lives.
That comes down to the perception issue that you guys are talking about. That I'm talking with you guys about it.
A common sense will tell you that this is unsafe.
Yeah.
Well, and not even that. It's unlawful.
It's not about perception. That's just
all about
reality.
The direction from the department is that this is allowed. So that's why they're still doing it.
All right. Well,
Okay. I'm just trying to speak on behalf. I already spoke to Lieutenant Spina tonight too.
can I tell you the ID number? Please?
Yes, sir. It's 2409.
2409. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Sergeant Christensen.
And what's yours?
I already gave it to you.
No, you give it to me.
So
I didn't get it.
4402.
4402.
What's your name?
Lipa.
Say, can you spell it?
Lypaka.
Thank you.
I'm a deputy.
Take
Anything else I can help
Are
you
you a
with, gentlemen?
sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Anything else I can help you with tonight?
I don't think so. We're just concerned about your guys' safety out here, man. That's it.
And I appreciate the concern. I'm just saying that this is from the agency what they told us. Okay?
That's sad, I guess.
Thing, man.
That's why I said legal departments telling us this is allowed.
Yeah, but I mean,
If they said any hesitation, I would have told my people not to.
the SS told the rest of the Nazis that it was okay to exterminate Jews, but it wasn't. That didn't hold up in the Nuremberg trials.
It's the same situation. I
Just
mean,
because
it's
somebody
sad.
says it's okay when it's really not doesn't make it okay.
That's why I just take it up with the legal department and see if they can explain why the reasoning is and follow up that way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is no
You guys have
explanation for
rights
anything
too.
other
You
than-
should stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, your safety should be your number one priority.
It's like I was
It
telling.
only is when they're dealing with public, not.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's like I was
Just doing
telling,
their
forget his name, but, you know, case in point, Vanderbilt. They have that little section of the median that's actually cordoned off for official use only, and that's where you guys are allowed to park,
Yeah.
and, you know, the medians and whatnot. And that also falls under that same statute that I was telling you about. If you guys want, I literally will go to bat for you guys. I will literally stand up to the Board of County Commissioners and say, hey, listen, instead of having these guys park in the travel lanes and in turn lanes against the law that their legal team is telling them, hey, yeah, just, you know, fuck it, break the law. I'll go to bat for you guys and say, hey, listen, instead of putting, you know, stupid ass bushes in here, why don't you guys actually create some sections for them that are cordoned off for official use only? So that they actually have a designated spot to do so that they're, you know, obeying the law.
I've used that turn lane on there at that little section on Vanderbilt before. So,
Yeah, no, I'm talking about it's not a turn lane.
it's the median area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used that before.
Yeah, and
But
like
they
that,
only have like one or two of them in the county, so that's
That's
the
what I'm
thing.
saying. Like, what instead of spending millions of dollars on these stupid ass bushes, why not put actual spots in there so you guys can actually abide by the law?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just giving the same information I was provided from my higher ups. It's the same information that we were told. So
Yeah.
I understand you guys have your concerns, but this is the extent of what I can do for you.
Which is unfortunate, but
So it's above our pay grade at this point. This is the legal department to explain it, and if you can bring up sufficient things to sway them. And they
yeah,
change it
literally,
up,
I'll
by
show you
all
the
means.
statute right here. It literally states emergency vehicles right here. Authorized emergency vehicles. Drivers of authorized emergency vehicles when responding to emergency calls or when in pursuit of an actual or suspected violator law or when responding to a fire alarm but not returning to a fire must abide by the traffic laws of the state.
They must have some other law or case law or something.
No, they just, the sheriff's office just, I'm not going to lie, sometimes you guys just like to turn a blind eye to what the law actually states.
Which we really believe in, like, lead by example. So if we as the public can't be doing this, you guys shouldn't be doing it.
Well, there's certain aspects of why we have to do that, and I think Lieutenant Newell will explain some of that to you. The
Traffic
troubles with
enforcement.
running radar and stuff like that.
But she said she wasn't doing traffic
So-
before.
True, but again, that's something that you guys should be taking up with the county, not just saying, fuck it, let's just have the legal team say we can just do whatever we want.
I think that what you did right there with your lights, that's totally reasonable. I think that's how she should be sitting here. I think that's way safer than just like nobody sitting here, a regular person.
Well, I mean, that would be something to explain to, legal as well. Say, hey, you guys say that
Someone
the
tired.
brake lights are sufficient. How about you guys have these You know, just the scene lights and see if that will change it.
Most other cities and states, that's how they're required to do it. They have to have those red and blues on anytime they set up post anywhere.
Well, it's good for presence to begin with. So
It is.
I often see my car like that. Too,
It
so.
is. Now, if you're trying to hide in the dark or hide in the bushes, and you know, for speed
not good for
checks and
traffic
that kind of
enforcement, I
thing,
can tell you that much.
you know, then
Well, I mean,
then
actually, it
probably
kind
more-
of is. It
more
actually kind of
effective.
Slow
is
people
because then
down,
people
but
see
yeah.
it and they're like, oh, hey, wait a
more
minute, maybe I should
effective.
pay more
Yeah.
attention to what it is that I'm doing on the road.
That's like preventative measures rather than just trying to get some money out of somebody.
60-70% of the people on the roads have radar detectors. Sitting here with your radar gun on, is going to slow people down. A good percentage of them. Just when
Well,
it
if
goes
used
off, they're going to
properly,
get
they aren't
scared.
supposed to be on the whole time, so
Yeah.
radar detectors, if they're done properly, aren't really
Yeah,
effective.
their policy is they're actually supposed to visually try and
Estimate
ascertain the speed of the vehicle, then turn either Doppler or laser.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of cops that have died from brain cancer from running them so much.
Yeah.
Anything else I can help you gentlemen out with tonight, though?
No, I think that's good.
Just be careful crossing back over.
Yeah, we're just worried about you guys, it's unfortunate they will make a rule like that and put you out here and risk your life. That's just crazy.
Well, that's why when he talked to me about it, I sent out the email up the chain and had them review it.
I guess that's all you can do.
You guys worry about the public so much, you need someone to worry about you guys,
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's what we do. But you guys be careful.
Okay?
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Which girl's favorite?